welcome to another episode of Let's Talk, exploring the issues affecting all of our lives. I'm your host, Austin Harris. Well, it's been a lifelong goal of today's guest to compete on the international stage, and on November 12th, that chance will finally arrive, making him the first ever Caymanian to be named as a contestant on Britain's Got Talent. It is our pleasure to welcome to Let's Talk, Mr. Noel Cayasso. Noel, or Nolly, welcome to Let's Talk, and thank you very much for being our guest.
Thanks, Austin. Great to be here. Thank you for the opportunity.
Great to have you in studios, and certainly we want to thank you for being here. Let's just jump right in. I understand it's been a lifelong goal for you to compete in a talent show like Britain's Got Talent. In fact, interestingly enough, you applied for the show some 4 years ago and only recently got the phone call. Talk to us about that.
Well, I did apply 4 years ago, and I just totally forgot about it because, COVID came, all that sort of stuff. So obviously, you put a lot of stuff on the back burner. And I just thought to myself, you know what, I just didn't make the audition, so just move on, And about 3 weeks ago, the email came through, and at first I thought it was sort of a host sort of thing, a hoax. And I went back and I emailed them, and they did respond, and I found out it was legitimate. So I was so excited and stuff because it was a long life dream of mine to do this. So.
Indeed. Now, I'm assuming you're going to be singing?
Yes.
Okay. How long have you been singing?
From back in primary school to middle school to high school, I've always put myself into the singing groups. We also sung for various things in school. So I've always been in music, throughout the years. Then I came out of school and I still started doing a lot of karaoke and stuff. I hosted shows like Cayman Got Talent back in 2010, Young Talented Stars. We did that for a few years moving forward. And I enjoy seeing the youth come up that, have music in mind and to help them progress to where I think they should really be.
All right. Well, obviously singing from a child at primary school level, have you ever received any formal training in this, or has it just been practice makes perfect?
I have never had a singing lesson, so
really?
It's just surprisingly.
Well, you are the first contestant from this part of the world, the Caribbean or the Cayman Islands in particular, to be selected to participate in Britain's Got Talent. That's got to be a tremendous honor, but also, to some extent, a bit of a stressor. What's it feel like to be the first?
It's hard. Don't get me wrong, because I'm being looked at as if you got to go out there and you have to bring it and you have to, it's a lot of pressure.
Right.
But at the same time, it's like I said, it's my lifelong goal, and all I can do is go out there and give it my best, even though the time frame they've given me, it's less than a month to get myself together to get over there. So I did try to reach out to see if I could change the time, but unfortunately they told me I couldn't. So I just have to press forward.
Okay. Talk to us about the audition process. Certainly, I would imagine you audition once or twice before they decide to select you and move you on to the final stages. How does that work?
Actually, no. I filled out the online application form that's on their website, and I sent a clip of me singing and all the information that was required, and that was as far as it went.
Really? Okay. And again, the opportunity to compete will begin for you on the
12th.
The 12th of November in London.
Yes.
All right. Now, obviously, it costs money to get there. There's not only the airfare, but there's, of course, accommodation,
food,
the transportation, the food. How are you funded? Are you receiving private assistance, or are you self-funded?
At the moment, it's self-funded.
Okay.
The community support and help would be great.
Yeah.
But for right now, it's just me trying to get things together. I'm looking at about $5,500 US, because we're going from US to sterling, so it's a bit of a downhill from there.
Yeah.
So the airfares are really expensive coming from there to there. But I spoke to Travel Pro yesterday, and they can get me a ticket for about $1,280 CI.
Okay.
So that's good, because it was like 3,000 and something on BA leaving from here to there. So I'm not a person, Austin, that like to go out in the community and ask for, for anything, because I don't do it. And whenever I do go and ask for anything, it's never for me, it's for the organizations and stuff to try and keep, programs and stuff running. But at this point, I am actually asking for any assistance that anybody could give me, because I think this is not only important for me, but it's also important for any of our musicians that are here to show them that, dreams do come true, and it doesn't only end here at every talent competition.
Yes, indeed. Well, certainly we want to encourage members of our audience. It's quite the accomplishment to have the first Caymanian ever to compete in a talent show as wide and well watched as Britain's Got Talent. So certainly we want to encourage members of our audience to reach out to Nolly and give him as much assistance as you can. How can persons contact you? Certainly social media. Are you on Facebook?
Yeah, Facebook. I'm on Facebook. Everybody knows me. It's Nolly Brown. ENT is my Facebook handle, because a lot of people, I got over nearly 5,000 people on there. Or they can just basically shoot me an email as well, which is nbe.ky1@gmail.com. Or perhaps just give me a call on 526-1001.
All right. Finally, in terms of songs, are you going to pick something Caribbean, or what type of music will you be performing as part of the talent show?
Well, I enjoy Caribbean music, don't get me wrong, but I am sort of old school. I'm showing my age here now because I'll be 55, right? So for me, it's like Motown and old school and like Patti LaBelle and, those sort of things. Sure. So I think it's going to be a couple of ballads, because you have to select 3 songs. So it's going to be a couple of ballads and maybe one upbeat one. So I don't think it's really going to be a Caribbean song, because I've watched people from Jamaica that's performed there and different things. So I want to go with something that everybody sort of knows. And, so it's just like driving it home with, your thoughts and stuff behind it and adding your bit to it, because I never ever consider myself as good as Whitney Houston or Barry White or anything. It's just me, and I think that's where a lot of people make a mistake. You got to go there and be yourself.
True, indeed. Yeah. And certainly with a song that everyone knows, you get the crowd behind you, and I'm sure that also weighs heavily on the judges' minds as well.
It does.
Well, Noel, we want to congratulate you. I think it's absolutely an honor to be selected for Britain's Got Talent. I give you credit for patience. 4 years in the making, and it indeed happened. Any final thoughts as you prepare yourself, both in terms of course, the funding needs, but more importantly, focusing on the competition itself? And I mean, I have to ask, do you see yourself winning?
It would be a great thing to win, but for me, my objective at this point is just getting there and being on that stage in front of thousands of people and 10 million people televised. But it's not only that as well. I'm doing it to represent my country, and I'm doing it to show the kids that are coming up that, you also can do this. Because a lot of people that I've worked with in the previous time since 2010, like Jade and LeBron and all those, have grown up. Some have became Miss Teen. A lot of them become dancers. And I feel so proud when I say I'm in the community, because I knew I was a part of that.
Right. Well, Noel, again, I want to thank you for being our guest and coming on. Certainly your story is inspirational, certainly from the standpoint, as you say, that dreams do, in fact, come true.
They do.
And all of your dreams and aspirations, we'll be taking them with you. You'll be taking us with you. And certainly those of us at home will be supporting you throughout this fantastic opportunity.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Again, look out for it. Britain's Got Talent 2023 will be the series, and we'll keep you informed in terms of how we can watch it here at home. But Noel Cayasso, the first Caymanian ever to compete in Britain's Got Talent, we all wish him well. I want to say to our audiences, once again, we say thank you for taking the time to tune in. We hope you've enjoyed today's episode as much as we have. If you did, remember to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. And please feel free to leave any comments you may have also. Please tune in every Tuesday and Thursday at 4 p.m. for another episode of Let's Talk, exploring the issues affecting all of our lives. I'm your host, Austin Harris. Until next time.